All right, guys, welcome back to my channel. So I just wanted to show you I'm at the patternsforpirates.com and I've logged into my account. So you'll want to create an account and and put the free leggings pattern that I showed you in the last video in your cart and go ahead and check out. It may even ask you to put in your address and payment information, but it's not going to charge you anything for that particular pattern. Good, so you can see I'm in my account here at patternsforpirates.com, and I've clicked on downloads to get to this page, and then I'm on a Mac, so if you push Command F, it'll give you this little bar up here where you can search, and so I'm going to put in petite. Okay, so here we go. So I'm in the US, so we use letter paper. So I'm going to click on this, and it's going to download this file. So then it's going to pull up this pattern. Now, I'm not going to show you the full pattern because it's not my property as far as intellectual property goes. Okay, so I want to print the entire thing, and I want to print all the sizes. So I'm going to give you guys the instructions for that. So as you can see, they're color coded. You can also print this in black and white, but you can see that it's clearly marked which size is which. So I'm going to go to print. And it's important to make sure that the scale is at 100%. I'm just going to print the pattern pieces. I'm not going to print the instructions. So I'm just going to print from 10 to 13. Let's see, I don't want it to be two-sided. I could do it in black and white if I wanted to. Often I print patterns in black and white. This one I'm going to do in color just because sometimes people prefer that. Now, often what I do is I print the first page. So I would just put from 10 to 10. So I would just print that one page and then measure this square or this one. So you want to make sure that it's not off. Sometimes it can be off even by just 1/8 of an inch or something like that, and that will mess with the sizing of your whole pattern. So if you are concerned that your printing isn't going to be correct, just print off the first page first, and then and measure that square, and then as long as everything looks to be the correct size, then you can print the other pages. That way you don't, waste your paper and ink and all of that. I know that my printer does a good job, and as long as I have it at scale 100% and not scale to fit, then it should work out just fine. So I'm going to print this now. Okay, guys, so I printed it. It's this pattern is 4 pages. So you can see at the top we've got A1 and A2, so that will be the, so this page is A1 and then A2 is the second page, and we'll connect those two. So the first thing that I'm gonna do is just show you that the square is precisely 2 by 2. I use inches because I'm in the United States. So once we verified that, then we're going to put the pattern together. Now, I'm not going to be able to show you the entire pattern just because I didn't make this pattern, and so it is someone else's intellectual property. However, I want to show you that when you're putting the patterns together, you're just going to line up the seam here, and then I like to use tape. Some people like to use glue sticks, and so it's just up to you, whatever you want to do. Part of the reason why I chose this pattern specifically is because it's only 4 pages, so I can show you how to put the pattern together without having to do 25 different pages or whatever. So I'll show you then. You can come down to this one. So B just indicates the second layer. Oh, that's B2. That's not what we want. So then you would come down, and I'm going to line that up right there. And then I usually do about 2 pieces of tape per page, usually one over here at the corner, and then one closer into the seam over on this side. Oop. Over here. So that's how you are going to put this pattern together. So once you have got all 4 pages together, then you will see the shape of the pattern. You'll take a look at what size you want to make based on either the child's measurements or, you know, for a new mom, I'd probably do a couple of newborn and a couple of 3-month and maybe a couple of 6-month, depending on, you know, how many pairs of leggings I wanted to make for the gift. What we need to do, so this pattern says it requires 4-way 50% stretch. So the way that you measure stretch of a fabric, so I've got this really cute Jack and Sally fabric, and so here's the selvage. All right, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna take 4 inches of the fabric and you're just gonna stretch it out, and see it stretches to at least 6 inches, so that would be 50%, because 4 inches to 6 inches is 50% again of the measurement. Now, if we needed 100% stretch, then it would need to go from 4 inches all the way to 8 inches, which it almost does. I would call this like a 90% horizontal stretch, and then vertical stretch we're going to measure as well. So that one goes to at least 6 inches. So we have got at least 50% stretch in both directions. So that's important. If you find a fabric that isn't stretchy, then it won't work with this particular pattern. Or if it's only a little bit stretchy, then it may not be enough stretch to work for this pattern. I got this fabric at Joann's in case anyone wants to know. All right, so that is how you, that's how you measure stretch percentage of your fabric. I'm going to show you another one. I have this solid cotton lycra here. So again, we're going to take about 4 inches and we're going to stretch it, and it stretches at least to 6 inches. So we know that that is 50% in that direction. I've got this folded up because it's a large chunk. I think it's 3 yards. Okay, and then, so that was the horizontal measurement, or sorry, that was the vertical measurement. Now we're going to do it this way, and it goes to at least 6. So we know that this fabric would also work. So that is how you measure the stretch percentage. Generally, the stretch percentage that you need will be noted in the sewing pattern itself, and they might even tell you specific types of fabric that they recommend. For leggings, especially for kids, I like cotton lycra. So you might want to test out different fabrics and see what you like. So in the next video on this topic, I'm going to show you guys how to trace out the pattern size that you want, and then we are going to start cutting out our fabric. So thanks for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you are looking forward to seeing the next video, then hit the subscribe button, and I will see you again soon. Thanks, guys. Bye.